Ma'am, today's geldings place 2, 4, 1, 3, starting with an obvious top pair of higher quality, more muscled geldings, and ending with the lighter muscled and more coarsely made. We must start with 2, for it was obvious that this sorrel possessed the greatest overall picture of both balance and muscling. From the front, he stood on the straightest column of bone and wrapped the greatest amount of muscling about his forearm, which flowed nicely into a deep pectoral V. From profile, it was clear that he was tight over his back and had an adequate amount of muscling over his correctly angled shoulder. I can say that 1 was higher in his neck to chest connection and rounded more desirably over the croup with a higher tail set. However, he lacked the overall ripple of muscling and high quality facial features of the sorrel. Even so, it is obvious we keep the more muscular 1 over the heavier set 4 rather, moving into my intermediate pair. The Cremello was clearly a more muscled and refined individual, being deeper in his heart and having more length to his hip. I can say that 4 was short over his back and correctly made when it came to structure. However, the fact of the matter is, he carried excessive weight in his barrel and lacked the overall conditioning of the horses that placed before him. Despite these criticisms, it must still be the red roan over the longer and lankier 3. It was clear that 4 was shorter and tighter over his back and was cleaner and more chiseled about his facial features. I can say that 3 was perhaps more muscularly defined about the shoulder. However, that is where it ends, as he was longer in his back, flatter in his croup, and less desirably angled in his rear pasterns. Unfortunately, this big-headed gelding lacked the positive characteristics to place any higher. Thank you.